What's up, everybody? Welcome to What Sold Weekend. Take number 3. My camera is not cooperating. It keeps stopping the film in the middle of me processing. So we're going to try this again. Sold 10 items this weekend. The first thing was, had this listed for a long time. It's going to a lady in Maine, Oakland, Maine. This is a lot of 4. If you want to call them games, go ahead, but I'm not going to. I didn't think they would actually sell a lot of them up. They sold for $5.95, and she paid shipping. So glad to finally have those out of here. She paid for priority shipping, and I think they'll actually still go first class. The next thing that sold, I just got this weekend. Part of the epic fails, I got this. I paid $15 for this, and it sold for $18.50. Plus, they're paying shipping. These newer models are not selling for as much, and it's going to a gentleman in Prescott, Arkansas. So he paid $18.50 plus he paid priority shipping. The older out of print models are going, so I'm still learning the business. The next thing that sold, also I was surprised to sell. I've had it for a while. Don't even remember what I originally got it for. But it's going to a gentleman in Charlotte, North Carolina. Sees a lot of 3 Game Boy Advance games. They all have the manuals like Pac-Man, Gold Nugget Casino, and Life Yahtzee Payday all on one cart there. Gentleman paid $6.95 plus he paid for first class shipping. So glad to have those out of the inventory. The next thing that sold picked up this weekend, going to a lady in Gruyers Ferry, Arkansas. My wife, this is the only one I listed, and it sold almost immediately. It's a pair of Michael Kors, size 9. It sold for $35 free shipping. I probably could have got more, but as you can see, it's a little worn on the inside there. You can tell they've been used, and on the bottom. So I only put 35, and I made sure I took detailed pictures, and they sold like almost immediately. Next thing is going to a gentleman in Muscatine, Iowa, I believe. Muscatine. That's how I pronounce it. Got it this weekend. I paid $79 for it because I had 2 games. They were $2 a piece. I've already sold the 1 game, and I bundled it with this game. It's an Xbox One S. Sold for $169.95. Free shipping. So that sold pretty quick. All games usually sell pretty quick for the most part. Next thing I sold about for $1.50. Going to another gentleman in Maine. Not too often you see 2 Arkansas and 2 Maines in one video. But it's a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox 360. Got it for $1.50. Sold it for $10.95. The next item was it's actually a cool record. It had some damage here, if you can see, like some water damage. And it had, but I cleaned it up pretty good. It had a little bit of mold going on there. I made sure I mentioned that in my listing. The album itself plays flawlessly. But it's a band Camel by Mirage. Very interesting. Not a very common band. Not a very common album. But the music is actually pretty good. And this is going to a gentleman in Barbersville, Kentucky. And I got $1 in. I paid $1 for this, and I sold it for $8.50. Plus, he's paying media mail. In good condition, this thing is a $20 album. So if you see Camel out there, go ahead and grab it up. You might even enjoy the music. It's kind of different. The next thing I got $3 in. Sold it for $25.75. I sent out a best offers to people over the weekend. And this is the only one that bought it. You can send best offers out to your watchers. And there was 7 watchers on this item. And I sent out a best offer for $25.75. It's this Eevee that makes a little sound. See if we can do it again. Yeah, so it sold for $25.75. It's going up to the Dells in Oregon. So yeah, hope this lady Kelly, I hope that's Kelly, enjoys her little Pokemon guy. I had $3 in that, $25.75. Next thing, my wife was floored. I probably got 10 cents into this. But this personal training with Jackie Power. Oh, Power Circuit Training. Her name's not Jackie Power, but she might as well be called Jackie Power. I got like a few cents into this. Sold for $6.50 free shipping. I'm kind of learning my lesson on exercise videos. Not everything sells, but I listed that and it sold. Surprised. And the last thing that sold, oh, that was going to Williamsburg, Virginia. The last thing that sold is had a huge, about 250 Beanie Babies in 2 totes. I finally started getting them, some of them listed. Most of them are not going to go for anything. I'm kind of lotting them up in groups of 3, trying to keep them under that first class. I'm going to put like $9.95, $10.95 shipping on them, plus free shipping. But this one sold. I sold individually because it's one of the quote-unquote rarer ones. There is no rare ones. If you see ones that sold for thousands of dollars, that is someone doing money laundering. So actually, we should report them to the probably the FBI because they have a 0 listing itself for $2,000, and the buyer will have a 0 rating. So, tip number 1: there's 2. I'm gonna reemphasize this over and over and over again to the 3 people that watch my videos. Beanie Babies are not worth anything. Neither are VHS movies, Disney movies. These are the ones that you see sold are people that are they're laundering money. It's either drug trafficking, sex trafficking, or something. They're laundering money so they can avoid taxes. That's all it is. So if you see that stuff, unless you can get a hell of a deal, which I'll never buy these Beanie Babies again because I thought even $250 there aren't worth that. We'll have so much time into this, I will never do it again. But I sold the Princess Di Beanie Baby. I put it up there for $9.95 free shipping, and it sold like immediately. Again, listen to Princess Di here. Beanie Babies are not worth anything. Neither are VHS clamshells of Disney's. Those are criminals. Criminals trying to hide their money. That's all it is. That's what sold this weekend. You all have a great week, and we'll see you next week.